How are you, Staj? I woke up Saturday morning and I've never been so angry after watching a football game. How's the last 48 hours been for you?
Look, you're always angry on the night, but by the time the clock strikes midnight, you've got to focus on the next game, and obviously we'll review the game, but you can't focus on the emotion in a post-match. You've got to really focus on what you can do to get some improvements in the team for next game, and not worry about the controversy and all that kind of stuff. We've really got to focus on ourselves and what we need to improve, either with or without the ball.
Is it some solace that they've admitted that they got 2 of the 3 wrong?
Not really. Not really, because that doesn't bring back the match or the 3 points. I don't see why they need to apologise anyway or say they got it wrong. It's, if a player does a mistake, you don't ask for an apology or whatever. If everyone's trying their best and that's the best they can do, if it's not the best they can do, then they should apologise. But if that's the best they can do, then you just roll on with the punches.
Let me ask you 2 more questions about that and we'll move on. Do you feel like if you got the tip from the VAR that the first one was wrong, and all the commentators were saying if ever one should be overturned, this is it. Now, if you feel like he got the tip on that, then I don't think the drama happens. They admit they get that wrong, they fix it, and then we move on. And you still lead 1-0.
Yeah.
So do you feel like he needed more support from the VAR right from the start?
Yeah, look, I had a quick look at it. On the replay, and I thought it was, clearly not a foul. I think Mork almost admitted to that as much in his interview and said he thought there was going to be contact and sort of dived in anticipation of a touch, but there wasn't one. So look, it was pretty clear cut, wasn't it? And I think 99.999% of the people who saw the clip would say it wasn't a pen. So look, the VAR should have intervened, but I think they've admitted to that they shouldn't have been a foul, shouldn't have been a pen, should have been reviewed. Wasn't. So I think that's a process that they need to fix up for the future, and again, if that's the best they can do, that's the best they can do. You don't need to apologise or anything, just fix it for next time.
Yeah, you're going to tell me the table doesn't matter, but some results went your way on the weekend and you're still clear on top.
Yeah.
Tell me, DJ posted on Friday night, one thing that we should not overlook is the phenomenal finish from Alo Qual again. What a star young man and what a goal.
Yeah, look, it was a great goal. To be honest, looking at ourselves and things that we should have done better, the game should have been buried before any controversial decisions could have had an impact in the game. And again, it probably wasn't our best football, almost fluent football that we played all year. Probably wasn't our best defensive structure as well. So, we didn't give them any opportunities, but we allowed them to control the game. But yeah, there were certainly a lot more finishes, I thought, where we should have done a little bit better and finished the game off, and that part is in your control, and that's the part we have to do better moving into the game against Perth.
Okay, what does the week look like? Because it's a Tuesday week match.
Yeah.
Well, what does the week look like in preparation for the Perth match?
Oh, look, we've had all kinds of turnarounds. We've had the most short turnaround so far out of everyone. We've had one long turnaround. We've had 15 weeks of pre-season, so we're pretty accustomed to periodising the week to whatever the turnaround is now, whether it's 5 days, 8 days, 10 days, 2 days, doesn't matter. So, yeah, look, we've adjusted the week accordingly, and all the training will be focused on just improving, and like it always is, regardless of the result before.
Perth, when you look at the table at the moment, they're one of the teams that I think they've got about 4 games in hand. So when you talk about it not being an equal playing field, so they've got a lot of points left in them, haven't they? And them at home, is it one of the toughest assignments in the A-League?
Yeah, for sure, and such a solid team. I think they've got another experienced overseas defender that's come in as well. So yeah, look, they're a good team. Probably the most potent attacking force in the league, and depth off the bench. When you look at D'Agostino, Keogh, Castro, Fornaroli, still got Economides to come back into the squad as well at some point. So they're 4 or 5 players that any club would love to have at their disposal. So them 5, along with Kilkenny, who's one of the true leaders in the league. They've got a real good foundation to be a force in the league this year for sure.
I felt like when you went to Adelaide, I thought if the Mariners can come away from Adelaide with something, it just shows, because they're really tough road trips. I don't think people realise how tough it is to win on the road against those teams, and it must have been pleasing for you on the weekend that you led twice, but things didn't go your way.
Yeah, look, the things that didn't go our way, we can't control. We can't control the decisions the referee made or the moments that turned the scoreboard around. So we can't focus on that. Yes, we could have won, but again, looking at ourselves, it wasn't our best defensive structure that we'd had all year, and definitely wasn't the best polish we've had in the front third, regardless of the 2 goals that we got. So, they're the things we have to improve, looking at ourselves as a group.
How do you replace Kai? Like, who's in the frame to take that spot?
Yeah, look, we got the beauty of that is we've got 8 days leading into the next game, and now it's a battle for that spot for people who haven't been in the squad, and we've been pretty stable at the back there, but missing Gianni and Kai now is going to be a little bit of a blow and holes to cover, and it's up to that next person to take that opportunity with both hands.
Any names you can throw in the mix, or a number of names?
No, it's up to anyone. That spot's open for everyone.
Yeah. What about you? Is there any ramifications?
I can't play. No.
What about with that? What about with that card that you copped at the end? Like, does that mean you have to sit in the stands, or it wasn't a red, was it?
No, it was a yellow. I don't know what it was for. They still haven't told me. Apparently the next day it was suggested that it was for some complaining off the bench and the head coach receives a card. But I don't know if that's true or not, to be honest. I haven't seen a report or what it was for.
I think the commentators thought it was because you were excessive standing on the sideline.
Yeah, I don't know if that's true. I don't know if that part's true, but I actually don't know what it's for, so I can't confirm or deny that rumour.
And let's get to, so when you come back home, we're doing Pink Round.
Yeah.
And, it's almost a decade now, and just a magnificent amount of money has been raised by the club. I'll get you to tell the story.
Yeah, look, the club's raised over $100,000 over the years, and it coincidentally falls on International Women's Day. So great initiative by the club, great charity to be supporting, and hopefully we get, for me, it's a day where we need to get 10,000 people to Central Coast and really get the ground buzzing again. And we saw the amount of support we had in the last game, and how vocal they were and how much that helped the boys get over the line in those last couple of matches at home. I think it's time the community sort of repays a little bit of faith in the boys. They have over the last 5 years, the hardcore supporters, but I think it's everyone to jump on board now and help us be that 19th man. We've got 18 players who sit on the bench and help us win every game, but we really need that 19th player in the stands and show that what I've been saying is true, that regional clubs are where the A-League's going to be successful moving forward, and we need to be the strongest and best one in the country.